What if I told you that the secret to mastering English isn't fancy vocabulary or perfect pronunciation? It's actually verb tenses. Think about it. English has 12 tenses. 12, and without them, even simple conversations can completely fall apart. For example, if I ask you, "What did you do today?" and you respond, "I'm watching TV." This is a clear miscommunication. I'm speaking about the past, and you're answering about the present. Without an understanding of tenses, you can't have meaningful conversations in English. You're watching Airlearn English, where we make learning English simple, fun, and unforgettable. Today we're going to explain the 12 tenses so you can express yourself to anyone in English. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try out the Airlearn app and keep on practicing. There are 3 main tenses in English: past, present, and future, and each has 4 forms: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Let's start with the present tense. Present simple. To form present simple, you just need subject plus base verb. I teach English. You're probably familiar with this tense as it's the most commonly used. In fact, it makes up about half of all written and spoken communication for native English speakers. So what's it used for? Well, we use the present simple to describe habits, facts, and fixed arrangements. For example, I drink coffee every morning. Habit. She likes jazz music. Fact. Our school starts next week. Fixed arrangement. So what do you think? Present simple is fairly simple, right? Okay. Next is present continuous. It's formed by combining subject plus am is are plus verb ing. I am teaching English. Present continuous is generally used to describe actions happening right now. For example, we are studying English. Are you listening? But wait, you've probably noticed that present continuous is also used to talk about future plans or arrangements. Henry is moving to Seattle next week. I'm taking my parents to a movie tomorrow. Let's move on to present perfect. The structure of present perfect is subject plus have has plus past participle. I have taught English for the past year. Present perfect is used to talk about completed actions that have a connection to the present. The emphasis is on the completed action and result. For example, he has visited Germany. It has rained a lot this week. Next, we have present perfect continuous. It's formed by combining subject plus have has plus verb ing. I have been teaching English for 1 year. We use the present perfect continuous for actions that started in the past and continue uninterrupted into the present. I started teaching English 1 year ago and I'm still teaching English into the present. Here, the emphasis is on the amount of time that has passed and the activity which is ongoing. For example, it has been raining all day. We have been relaxing for 2 hours. Now, present perfect and present perfect continuous are 2 of the 5 most commonly used verb tenses, and they're often confused with one another. So please make sure you have a good grasp of them. Now let's talk about past tenses. Past simple is formed by adding subject plus a past verb form. I taught English. Past simple describes actions completed in the past. It's very straightforward. I sang her a song. He cooked dinner last night. Past simple is also one of the most 5 commonly used tenses, so hopefully you can master it. Past continuous. We form past continuous by combining subject plus was were plus verb ing. I was teaching English last year. We use the past continuous to describe actions that were happening at a specific time in the past. For example, it was raining this morning. It was raining this morning and it's not anymore. You were sleeping when the phone rang. Past perfect. The structure is subject plus had plus past participle. I had taught English before I moved here. Past perfect describes actions that were completed before another in the past. For example, they had traveled to India several times before their kids were born. When I arrived at the party, you had already left. Next is past perfect continuous. This is structured as subject plus had plus been plus verb ing. So it's like this. I had been teaching English since 10 a.m. Past perfect continuous describes actions that were ongoing up to a specific point in the past. For example, we had been traveling for a year before settling down. He had been cooking for 3 hours when his parents arrived. Okay, that's it for present and past tenses. Until now, we've covered present and past tenses in English. Now let's look at the last tense, future. Future simple is formed by combining a subject plus will plus a base verb. I will teach English. Future simple is used to talk about actions that will happen in the future. Makes sense, right? Some examples are, I will go to work tomorrow. He will bring cake to the party. You probably know that we can also say going to express future simple tense. I'm going to go to work tomorrow. He's going to bring cake to the party. You'll definitely hear native speakers use future simple a lot, as it's also one of the most commonly used verb tenses. Let's move on to future continuous. This is formed by adding subject plus will be plus verb ing. I will be teaching English for the next 4 years. Future continuous describes an ongoing action that will continue into a specific time in the future. For example, I will be traveling all summer. We will be exercising from 6 to 8 p.m. And again, we can substitute going to in these sentences and the meaning will be the same. I'm going to be traveling all summer. Sounds good? Let's move on to future perfect. To make future perfect, we combine subject plus will have plus past participle. So it sounds like this. I will have taught English for 20 years by the time I'm 40. Future perfect is used to talk about actions that will be completed by a given time in the future. For example, you will have traveled all over Europe before you turn 20. My class will have finished by 9 p.m. Okay, last but not least, future perfect continuous. It's formed by adding subject plus will have been plus verb ing. I will have been teaching English for 6 years next month. Future perfect continuous is used to describe an ongoing action that will continue up to a specific point in the future. Now, this tense is rarely used by native speakers, but when we do, it's usually to emphasize the duration of time. For example, I will have read the entire series by next month. I will have lived in the US for 1 year in August. Phew, we did it! All 12 English verb tenses in under 10 minutes. No worries if you haven't mastered them all yet. It can be a lot. Luckily, you can practice on the Airlearn app anytime. It honestly feels like playing a fun game. If you learned something new in this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe for future lessons. Keep practicing and I'll see you next time on Airlearn English.